Hi everyone, welcome to this daily tarot reading. I have just finished the 2024 year of fortune readings. I hope you are enjoying those readings. I have added them depth and a lot of detail as well. I hope it can be insightful for the new year ahead. So now I am back to the daily tarot readings. I was very much focused on those 2024 fortune yearly readings. Now I am back to the daily readings. By the way, for those who are waiting private reading from me, your 2024 year ahead readings will be delivered to you before 2024. You will be watching your readings before the new year, so no worries. You can definitely count on me about that. It just goes very slow with everything I take into consideration, and I give the time that it needs to what I am up to. I'm definitely not the person who rush. I don't think that energy can be rushed. That's why thank you so much for your patience. For those who are waiting their private readings link from me. Plus, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a daily tarot reading for the 12th and the 13th of December. It hasn't been much left now. We are very close to the new year. And of course, there is also a long holiday seasons for many countries there. Now, in this particular daily tarot reading, I am coming to you with something very special as a heart-centered small business. So I am coming to you with a new snail mail tarot project. And this time though it's going to be very different because I have made some preparations for that beforehand. But now it all came together so that I can present it to you. First of all, for those who know my snail mail projects before, you know the drill how I perform these. Now, this time though, there is something different. I will just want to show you something, how it is done. So there is an envelope here. You will pick a number, okay? There are 15 envelopes here. And I am going to have one of my favorite decks, Morgan Greener Tarot. This deck has answered many questions, and maybe it has even answered one of your questions in the live streams. Now, I feel now I have to spread this, and I do feel every deck has a time. So we are going to get this deck shared into 15 envelopes. So 15 envelopes, this is going to approximately make 5 cards for each. Okay, we will shuffle it and get it separated. 5 cards, 5 cards, 5 cards. This is going to be your reading. I will write your reading to a handwritten letter to you. So we will do it in a sec, and then we will be doing our daily tarot reading. But I so much enjoy, explaining you my project details. Let's get Hermit to this part, because otherwise some food will be traveled to your homes. But usually in my snail mail projects, when you open the envelope, you will notice some furs, okay? So little charms for you. So yes, and I write your reading here, handwritten. I spent one day to prepare each envelope. Plus what we do now this year, then let me say, okay, let's say I have written your cards. Okay, I have written your cards, and this is now an uncrafted. This is an uncrafted envelope. I'm gonna craft this one like this. This is, I do it as an example to show you. So this is a crafted envelope. I will craft these according to also the energy I get from you. But what we include to an envelope, we will include the letter. Depending on your choice, of course, the more quick you get in touch, you will have an option to choose. For instance, let's say you choose this. This is a very light notebook. I love these notebooks. I will show you mine. It corresponds to very creative days of mine with writing. This was mine. They are very light. I love these light decks because for me it feels so light that when I take my notes, for instance, I feel light-hearted, like things drop easily from me there. This is my that I have really used in one of my creative years. I have also 5-6 more than that. And then I will add a notebook, but if you don't want a big one, we are going to add 2 little ones for you, okay? 2 little ones, or you can pick a big one, okay? Plus, so to this, I have some handmade cards. Now, these cards I make some, and there are also cards here from my collection. I will tell you. For instance, I will just show you one of them, so that let me not spoil the surprise. But for instance, just an example. This is my 4 queens. This is Queen of Cups now, sleeping. So you get cards like this from me. A collection, and there will be meaningful notes behind them from me. Again, what context your reading gives me, I write things accordingly. So you get cards. Plus, there are also some my collection cards from very this vintage drawings. Things, historical, ancient, stars, constellations. I mean, there is a crazy amount of them. So, let me show you, for instance, this ancient vintage drawings I have. I have some space, galaxies, and old vintage maps. I have some deep space. Again, I have some other vintage Halley's comets and cards like that. I have also this very a selection of cards that I like with several times. I mean, I'm so in love with them, and as I decorate your envelope, I will give you what your envelope needs. I will put it. If you want, I can also take you to a cool, a Mediterranean day. My country has a coast to the Mediterranean Sea, so it's often those type of soft colors you find. But this is particularly from Mediterranean countries, this light. Or if you like architecture, like black and white photography, I can also take you to some cities, or I can take you to some depths of nature where we can see a lot of patterns together there. So this is like, of course, your reading will create something to me. So I will curate your cards there, okay? So, okay, let's add also some cards symbolically. The amount of it, I don't know, we will see, what it needs I will put. Plus now one of the special points here is that Lately I have for you picked small oracle decks. You see, there are many. Now, let's open one of them. This is Divine Doors, by the way. First, we will open, of course, and then I will pick one card from each for you. First, I'm going to open a door for you. Then I'm going to take you to a secret garden. There we are going to witness the language of flowers. There we will witness Druid wisdom, Avalon magic, and also we will witness the moon magic. And then we are going to make a wish. We are gonna craft our wish to communicate it with the starlight and to put its seeds to the star, okay, and we'll communicate this to the stars. So just an example, for instance, these are very little cards, and in the envelope, of course, I will shuffle them while, you know, I will pick them for you. So just let me please open this one with a, I have a little knife here. Okay, so this is, now I'm opening Divine Doors. Yes, I think this is a good order, right? So it can make sense for you. Okay, so I will, for instance, open. There are doors here. I don't know which door you will get. The cards are like this for each deck. So I will, you know, shuffle. Okay, I will shuffle, get one card for you. As I pick one card from each deck, I will again put these cards. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. Yes, I will put the 9 cards here. And also write their messages, because this is not about actually you read the messages. The overall cards will give a pattern of message. So I will try to articulate this message intuitively and write it here to your letter as well. I will add it to your tarot reading. And I will tell you something. I think it was the year 2000. Me and one of my best friends that I went to college with, we both, for those who doesn't know, I have studied archaeology at college. She bought me this beautiful, for me it's one of the most beautiful frames. But you know, over the years, so it has been 23 years, I have never picked a picture to fit this frame. It was always empty for some reason. I mean, it's like the frame couldn't find its picture. So I don't know if you have a frame like this, or have you ever shared a similar experience with a frame. But if you have a frame like this, for instance, you can put your cards here. You can put your cards, you can compose them, or the cards of your tarot reading. Okay, you can also frame them, for instance. It can be a nice memory, something you do for yourself. Because these things are not offered. I don't know anyone who does something like this, to be honest. It can create a nice effect, and you can carry it with you to where you live. So I will also send one card from each. So in each deck there are 40 cards. 40 cards, 40 cards, 40 cards. So it seems that I can continue to create also envelopes, of course, with other decks 40 times. I hope we can finish it. I hope my envelopes can reach 40 people. So let's say 40 is my aim in this envelope project. So yes, it will be very important, of course, how to present these to you. So I will again create them for you. So this little oracle decks, definitely the one of the things which adds really value to your reading. And they are really so cute, by the way. Okay, so imagine these cards are also getting here. Oh, of course, you will have 5 cards also from Morgan Greener Tarot. This is also going to be added. So this is going to be your a gift that you purchase for yourself. And one thing though, this is of course, you know, I so much want this envelopes to travel a safe road for you. That's why I'm not gonna leave it like that. I'm going to provide the most secure shipping option for them, and they are going to travel with this airbag envelopes. Okay, so this is going to go inside of it because I cannot risk the labor that I put here, and I cannot let the envelope to disappear. That's why this is going to be shipped in the most secure, costly way. Okay, I want to make sure that this is going to reach you safe. This is my #1 priority in this project. Safety first. So that's why the price you are going to give is also covering the shipping expenses, which is of course costly because it is going to be heavy. But this is the only way I can secure. Okay, so for me this is very important, ladies and gentlemen. As a Cancer person, of course, security is my middle name. So that's why they will reach you securely. Plus, so what you need to do then? You just need to pick one number from 1 to 15. If you visit me, if you are how to say, if you contact first, you will also able to choose from these ones. Okay, these big ones. For instance, we have the sunflower, the eye. This one, this is one of my favorite because it reminds me the Solaris, the sun. And of course, this excuse me, Japanese wave. Okay, so this was an example. Now we will be right now get the deck shared to the envelopes. By the way, we also need to do this together in front of my audience. So dear friends, now okay, now we are going to let's first give it a shuffle, good shuffle. Not for me. Ah, we had the star. Okay, let's give it a good shuffle now. By the way, 3 of the envelopes I have crafted before to give you example. This one is, I don't know, but there are seagulls here. And there is a letter with kisses and also butterflies. This one is called Palermo. It is actually like a road here. You see there is sea and there is a tunnel. Again, Mediterranean countries. And also this is the color of genius. There is a very nice baggage here. Good one, not a old baggage. So if you want, you can also pick from those if you felt their energy. But now let's get our cards shared first. So this Morgan Greener deck has made a lot of labor and has answered many questions. I'm so happy now it's going to spread its wings to other sides of the world, and hopefully we can have a diversity of querents joining this. Oh. And this can be something meaningful in their life, really. The messages coming from the cards can be anything, by the way. I really don't know. I mean, it may be for the new year, maybe something in the short term. It just, I just follow my intuition there. So, we will do it now 15 times. So, 15 times, 15 envelopes. Oh, Hermit, you see. She's already, she loves the texture of these, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, now I will follow this, and I think there are, in tarot we have 78 cards. I think one deck will get one more card, by the way. And maybe in the further times I can order a Morgan Greener tarot to myself. But I don't know, but it has served really quite a good time for the channel. And it has very vivid colors. It's a deck from 70s. I have also cards from 70s, by the way, if you are into like flower power, that 60s, 70s music, rock and roll. And I have also cards and cards of the bands from there, with also the patterns of those years of color and texture. So I can also decorate something like that. But you need to tell me. I am interested in like a 70s, 60s, envelope style. I can also make you that. I like those years. So one of my favorite singers from those years is Janis Joplin. I have discovered Janis Joplin when I was 16, and she had a very powerful voice. I was very much stunned. Most of the time, friends, we towards each other, recommending music. Janis Joplin for me is very special because I have just visited like a record shop and discovered her in a very random way. Just a sec. Okay, I made sure this one 5, and 3 of them I think get 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I think 3 of them get 6 cards. The rest gets 1 card. So, my friends, this was number 1. This is number 1. Let me put those up. This is number 2. So which number you will take if you decide to purchase these envelopes from me? I would be, of course, very happy as a creator, and I would lovingly prepare your envelopes. This is one of my this is for me one of the reasons to live, really, because I really love connecting through these things. So this one, 15 of them we have. Okay, Hermit, I need to So I won't look at, of course, the cards here. You tell me your envelope number. Then I will concentrate. But here, actually, you can think of it like this, ladies and gentlemen. You are actually picking your own also fortune here. So here, really concentrate. You may have, of course, a lucky number, but I think it's more convenient to follow what do you feel most close in terms of numbers. Hermit. She didn't leave. Okay, this four maybe will come to you. Well, more of it. She will, of course. I think we can take this out now. You know the drill, but oh yeah, I can also introduce maybe for tomorrow. So as an example, let's leave it. And we have also this one. So if you give me your natal chart, I mean birth date and hour and place, I can also look at your natal chart and actually according to the vibe I get from your natal chart, I can also make the finishing touch of your envelope and decoration. This one is out. If you want, if you particularly felt close with this, I can also change. You can pick number. I can take the cards in the number and put in this one if you want, but this is right now is empty. So these are the envelopes. So the one starts from here, okay? 15 of them is here. Wow. Now, plus, ladies and gentlemen, I have also a previous series from my latest snail mail projects. Now, these envelopes, the difference if you pick ready-made envelopes, if you feel close to someone, the difference is that the cards in these envelopes are collectible from collectible tarot decks, which means rare tarot decks, usually not so much used, but in the collections of tarot shops or people who are collecting them. So if you want, you can also tell me, Caro, I want an envelope from the collectible series. I can also give you that envelope. Everything will be same, just it will, the difference is it is going to have a collectible tarot cards, okay? So collectible series is also here if you want. So I think we have pretty much done now. My cards are, I mean, I just can't describe you how, I mean, how I like my cards. The concepts are here in these cards are has a large variety, and it always when I look at something, usually I see something and then I see like more of it. Every time, you know, there are these sometimes cards, paintings. The more you look, the more you see in them. A lot of cards here in these collections are like that. I really love them, and they are really deserved to be put into frame actually. But for some reason frame, I couldn't find that picture yet. I don't know, but I still keep it. It's from a dear friend, this frame. It was a New Year time and we went to this, there was this big shopping place. There were these handcraft gifts they were selling. She she bought me that, and she bought me also a ring. The ear. I wear it a lot actually. This is. Let me see if it is here. Oh yes, and she also bought me this. It's only one earring. My favorite. This is also the earring she bought for me. I love it. 23 years I wore it. Some things are really long stay with you. Even you do not know what to do with them, you know. My frame is waiting for its picture. And I hope that another tarot reader will do something like that, and maybe I find something appealing also for myself. Ladies and gentlemen, so this was from me. Now we are going to perform our reading. Let's put our beautiful oracles here as well. Look at that. They are like these cassette players from the 80s. Divine doors. Behind the door, all questions reside. Turn the handle and step inside. Intuitive guidance is your natural call. Lay out the cards or let them fall. Close your eyes and open your heart. The mystery is a form of art. Hold a question dear to mind. Turn the page to see what you find. Wow, beautiful. Beautiful. By the way, I have also very good news. Around September, I think it was September, but the news has came to me much earlier. Actually, when South Node in Scorpio hit my Scorpio Jupiter in the 0 degrees, TransferWise, the transaction system I use, has declared that they stop their operations in Turkey. So I was really disappointed, but it was a South Node conjunction, so there was something actually more fated there. So I have to find a way, of course, in order to continue to my heart-centered business. I was accepting payments for private readings from YouTube Super Chat, but YouTube Super Chat has some consequences, like it cuts a lot of things from the payment. Small donations like you do sometimes here, you know, it doesn't goes that much, but with the private reading payments, which is much bigger, there was a serious cuts. So I was looking for a transaction tool which has a foundation in my country, legit, legal, and it needs to be how to say, applicable to the commerce and trade, because I have a registered business here. The options, there wasn't any options. So I thought to myself, why I don't go and check Etsy? Etsy in my country, Turkey, is functioning, but there was a problem with in the earlier years to make purchases and also buying with foreign countries. But what I have found, ladies and gentlemen, I saw that it was October. Etsy has updated its terms for Turkey, and they opened the path. So they created their own payment system, and so it was just now all these things is just one click away, by the way, from you. I don't use TransferWise anymore for those whom we use together. Now all these purchases is just one click away with Etsy. So I have now a shop in Etsy. I used to have an account there. I think it's like 5-6 years old, because I was very into special tarot decks which can only be found in Etsy. And as I see, they have arranged everything for Turkey to make sales. I open a store there, so I have now an Etsy account, Etsy store. So This is one of the gifts that I received because it lets me to continue to what I do, ladies and gentlemen. And this was actually consequences also of the Taurus and Scorpio nodal axis that we have been through together. That Taurus Scorpio is about finance and material life and our setting towards it. So everyone in that 18 months has actually more or less went through some changes when it comes to their financial settings. So as a result of that, I now have an Etsy shop. So when you email me and tell me your choice of number or an envelope from the collectibles, I will send you a link. Okay, I will send you a link. You will just click and buy it. It's simple as that. Etsy may add their own VAT maybe to the price I give. I am not sure. They may add their VAT. But I'm going to write the price of this project in the comment section below and my email address there. So please check out the comment section below, okay, to see the details. I'm so excited for this as much as you do. As I have mentioned, as you pick your number, I give 1 day to prepare your envelope. I craft your envelope. I prepare your cards, messages. I make a selection for you. So everything is just prepared with love. And this season, I hope to also see our divine masculines in this channel, in this project. Okay, it's usually my divine feminines participating in that, but I also want to see divine masculines in this project this year. Hopefully, if they are of course interested and if this is something appealing for them. Plus, is there anything that I can inform you? I think this was the news from me. These were the things I was more or less busy with lately. So I have also the Etsy account is actually quite new, but I have made 2 sales there. The last 2 quadrants has purchased their yearly private readings from there. Sorry, one of them was a Katinas, that's the actually deck reading. One of them was the year reading, yes. So I'm very happy to offer these to you now. Let's now, how many minutes I have talked? Oh, 37. Okay, 37. Not 1 hour. Okay, so let's do our daily reading now for the 12th and the 13th. And okay, what decks we will be using? Now I have a retired tarot deck, right? This mini one, yes, this one. Alchemy deck. Let's use. Excuse me. This is also a favorite. Okay, but I need to, I think, hydrate myself before starting. Okay, so there is a rose here. I love this rose here. It's a nice graphic. So what we need to know, this is going to be for 12th and the 13th of December. Yes, I'm not gonna count today because I have to cover the western and the eastern sides of the world to make it a day. I'm gonna set my intentions for the 12th and the 13th of 12th and the 13th of December, please. In the 13th, we are going to also have a new moon, Sagittarius, but I'm going to do this, not specifically for the new moon, Maybe we can do a separate reading for the new moon, but this is for the 12th and the 13th. So what we need to know. This is, I think, yes, this is 10 of Pentacles. These weird structures you see are actually alchemical mechanics. So this was actually the roots, the forefathers of the chemistry, right? Oh, we have the star. Wow, I was always okay. The star has also came when I was shuffling the Morgan Greener as well. Maybe it's telling me some of us that we are starting our dream projects or something which are in our hearts. This is actually, to me, is Gaia. So she's actually nurturing the earth. You see, nurturing Gaia. Very nice, beautiful card. So this is the Nine of Swords. I couldn't decide the spread. Let's just a sec, actually. Let me get the cards. Let's put it like this. Yeah, let's have a vision of a card. So 10 of Pentacles, star, 9 of Swords. Okay. This is 5 of Cups. You see the jars has been broken and 2 birds have flown, or they approach to taste from the honey, maybe. I don't know. Oh, there you go. 10 of Wands, the Phoenix. Hoo-hoo, baby. Wow, the Sun. Alchemical union. Wow. King of Coins. Pentacle King. Lady of Vessels is Page of Cups, Queen of Cups, or I don't know. We will see. We will see. Doesn't matter. It's in the end cup energy, but it looks to me like a page. So Queen, you imagine it on the throne, but in this deck actually I don't remember someone on the throne. Oh, there you go. We have the alchemical heart. Ouroboros, the snake eating its own tail, and also the world. Oh, we have the waves here. These waves are here. I love this. You see? Maybe the artist... what was the name of the Japanese painter? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, what do we see here? What do we see? Oh, just a sec, please. Let me... there has been a lot of... Before starting, could you please give me a few minutes, please? Because to introduce you the project I created. Let's put our beautiful notebooks here as well. Okay. Okay, I have also closed the phone. So, first of all, for the 12th and the 13th, we have here the star, the sun, the world, 3 major arcana cards. I think the last part of the reading is more telling more story than its beginning. The beginning is, to me, feels like something that hasn't that needs to be converted, because otherwise it's going to lose its function. And it's like we try to give a function to something, but this thing has been there working and operating long time, long years. This is a 10 of Pentacles, the full machinery here. But 10s in the beginnings, usually, as they are not the last card, in my readings, they usually create that restriction for the energy. Why do we see a completion right away, right? That actually a bit closes off the energy in my readings usually. It comes like that. So the start here, like our hopes and 9 of Swords, worries and anxieties, like how to make something function again. Because it used to be functioning, but now it's not in its like old glorious days, let's say. So we want to give something a refunctioning ability and like increase its influence. So in general, actually, I can say we want to create and we need to increase like the influence of something. That has been like some disappointments, and like we have been here, this is like burning down something really in a way that like our hopes maybe, you know, comes to end. We are like, how we gonna make it like function again, or why this is not working anymore. We just it's like we cannot find a way for something. But then on the road we think that we are alone. Actually, on the road we are not alone. There are people who feel as much as we feel, and there is actually a help available if we really want to. King of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, or Page of Cups, or Knight of Cups. All this is bringing us to a point where we are going to once again have an increased hope about increasing the influence of what we have been working on. So this is actually not dying. We are recreating, reborn, being reborn, like the from its own ashes. Now this scorpionic energy in the middle, here there are also some resources available. Maybe Scorpio is about other people's resources. The resources are available, okay? Help is available. What we give, what we get from others, our exchange, our motivation, our bright mind, the sun. This is consciousness. We are conscious of our situation. We are conscious that this is going to take a mutual action. I think the reading to me feels like in a time like we use hope around something, we thought that we are alone in this thing, and like we haven't got anyone, let's say, to turn to. It turns out that actually things are available for us. They are not lacking. Plus, I do feel like we are building, we have built resilience for something. We have built resilience, and it was very difficult for us to relax. It was very difficult for us to allow maybe things unfolding naturally. But the situation comes to a point where things are actually unfolding naturally. We just need to take heart in knowing that whatever problems we have been through are now beginning to resolve themselves. We are almost there. We just need to keep working for it. This is also another message I get. The disappointment. Here, others are joining us. Others are joining us. And the Ouroboros here, the snake who is eating its own tail, telling us that this was actually a cycle. This was a cycle. This is about devouring oneself and being reborn from oneself. And it's like doing it continuously. So the idea of constant regeneration, also the phonics, the idea of constant generation in our circumstances, like it really in nature. Actually, I was telling this in one of the readings. You know, when you look at life, guys, life feeds on another life. Life feeds other life. I mean, in the end, we are not eating plastic, right? Even it's a plant, we eat other life, and plants also consume other vitality. Animals eat other vitalities. So so life feeds from other life, if you look at it in that way. So this is like the infinite cycle of nature. And yes, constant regeneration, we said. And this is actually the, in life today, it's going to remind us the eternal cycle of destruction and rebirth. So it is, you see, there is no ending to it. So you're gonna see how something you want to increase its influence, gain functions, this time maybe differently. I mean, this thing is not going to stay as it is. It needs to change, it needs to convert itself. And this is going to serve a particular cycle, right? So transformation is definitely the key here. And this cycle, and also how life itself recycles, is going to be a strong influence today, we can say. Plus there is also something mythical here. There is a lot of indication of light, fire. Now this fire energy, it purifies, right? You may also feel energetically, you may feel purified. Okay? For instance, a person you usually see in a daily basis or in a weekly, you may even notice some change in others. And you may wondering about their process. You may see people purified from some old things, and it's not same now. So it's that constant change. You may even like see it in your, let's say, next door neighbor. Okay? The Phoenix and Ouroboros is really it's very similar. Excuse me. And sometimes it takes that change, that changing personalities, changing people, to make up all the physical experience, to make up all the world's existence, the cycle of life, and our fate in the process. And actually, at the end of the day, you may realize that, ladies and gentlemen, there is actually nothing to rise above, if nothing to rise against. So you may see how this thing actually manifests in your lives. Let me get some. I hope I gave you the essence of the reading. I have to tell you, there is some success, some earlier worries or earlier problems. It's like they may really burn off. Something is getting more relaxed there, okay? Also in our nervous system, right? It gets more relaxed there. So what we have the book. You see another sun. Sun. Solaris. Our channel's name is Solaris. We are sun. It's very interesting, you know. I am a Cancer. I am a moon child, but I was always drawn to sun. Maybe it's because of, I mean, it's not maybe actually, it's because my Sirius conjunct my Mercury. That's why Sirius is, you know, known as the son of our sun, the fixed star Sirius. I'm definitely no other planet symbolism, sun and moon, definitely. I also feel a lot of actually Neptunian energy as well. Let me see. Oh, fork. We have the fork. Okay, so the book is the open knowledge, the sun, how that knowledge expands, how a knowledge study or an idea, also which was maybe like buried long years, like your family's relics, hidden, comes to light. So the knowledge, the sun, gets an influence, recognition. The fork is that the fork here is there are two paths to something, two ways, two distinctions, but this is not about right or wrong. I think both ways will be available. It's just in what style you want to do it. There is no right or wrong in this choice. It's about with what type of a style you want to do it. Let me get a random card. I was drawn. Ah, you see the crown. The crown chakra, the light, the ray, the sunlight ray, the sky, harvest, right? Our harvest. This is a broken sky, you see? So it has completed its functionality. It has brought together what is ripe. Yes, something is completing its functionality, and now after decomposing, for instance, these things, you know, new seeds are arising, and guess what? Oh my goodness, again Ouroboros. You see the snake, again Ouroboros. I exactly no idea what I have picked, but I again picked the Ouroboros. You see, I was so drawn to pick one because life feeds on other life. So this constant regeneration, this is what type of energy we have. And then, you know, to make it more tangible, to make it like more down to earth, this message, you may see the people you interact, maybe after 2 months later, or you go for a holiday, you see another person. If you find someone completely changed, I mean, this really interestingly refreshing thing, really honor that person's change, honor that person's progress, ladies and gentlemen, because they have really, it's not about worked hard, but they have recognized that cycle in the soul level and respond to that. We may be really enlightened with some knowledge, and look at again, these cards are not relevant with each other, but you see this rays of light, you see the rays of light, this is the crown, okay, look, the crown here, light, light. So that's why in this type of readings I pick from a lot of decks from you to see how energy overlaps, because that's the time usually the reader finds that their talent, creative skill, you know, come out. That's why it's for me it's important to offer you really a diversity of things to correspond these messages with you more effectively. Otherwise, I can of course sit myself and pick all day cards all in similar energy, but it's like just something I show to myself. But if I cannot share it with you, then what's the use of it, right? So if these envelopes, these things, all I have brought together for you, if they go to if you exec these things to your homes, to your addresses, to your rooms, they are going to get a great meaning, of course. With this way, they are going to manifest and become real for people like you and people like me. So that's why I think it's so meaningful for me, everything. So this rays of light, crown, life regenerating itself. I don't think that we are going to see though our close friends with a halo in their head, but we may definitely notice some change. And you know, if you had a fixated idea on something, you know, let's say a craftsman has a craft, and years long they have used a particular tool. With that tool, for generations that has been used, they have crafted that thing. But this thing, let's say, is now broken, and actually the craftsman has become that tool. The tool has become him. I think if something became like part of us in this life, for instance, tarot cards, right? For me, tarot cards is like an extension of my body. Literally, something I use more than a cellular phone. So actually, at some point, there is no difference between me and the cards, you know. Cards are me and I am the cards. You know, there can be something in your life that you are so into, you don't see any distance anymore. And actually, you become the influence. You spread yourself with something to be in service, maybe. You are definitely out there. The rose is change and transformation. This is the caduceus. So this is Mercury. This is also a communication, but it's also a wand, which is represents magic. So I think on this day we may realize literally what we have become, like cycles after cycle, pattern after pattern, relationship after relationship, exchanges after exchanges. We may reach some very interesting findings on this day. And I think this understanding, it creates that crown, that, let's say, this crown chakra, higher consciousness. But when I say higher consciousness, guys, it doesn't mean that someone is like higher or the other is lower, or this is some kind of a privilege or something. I'm not speaking in that nature. I am speaking in terms of, yes, there is a terminology, you know, to express the dynamic, to present you the idea there, you know, this type of thing. So this is not something like one thing is evolved and others are just a fail, you know. It's something is not how to say, I don't like this discriminative language, but in order to introduce these ideas, of course we use terminology. This is not something like indoctrinating people, you know. These are part of this terminology in the end. Okay, I want you to just get inspiration from these. So this is our spiritual connection then, and this is our transformation. A transformation will be realized. The sky tent also here in this card. By the way, if you like it, I can send it to you to an envelope you choose. But this is a really beautiful presentation. I really love it. The Phoenix bird, the Scorpio, Ouroboros, again the little Ouroboros here. I think something is really lifting us, inspiring us, connecting us to divine, maybe an angelic energy. It can be a source, God, universe, whatever you call. Something reminds us our own divinity. Okay? That awareness that you are actually a soul in a human body. This is just a rant. This is just a rant. You know, it's very interesting. We usually say this Scorpio energy in the middle. We say Scorpio is about other people's resources. And the 8th house in astrology that it occupies, we say, for instance, loans, sponsors, banks, credits, you know, things like that. Actually, with the 8th house, you know, Scorpio is also the death and rebirth, right? It's very interesting with the death concept, because actually, if we are a soul in a body, you know, with its cliche nowadays, you know, we are actually a soul having a human experience. But it's true in a way. We are actually renting these bodies. Like, so when we finish, we will change and transform, you know. So I think there is a lot of understanding you can reach to understand your divinity and to get humbled each time, to be honest. This is what everything here boils down to. I think the symbolism is great. Earth signs and water signs, okay? Earth and water elements here also completes each other. A person with earth energy, also a person with water energy, you may find also a good harmony with someone. You may feel completed with them, because after all we have also the alchemical union here. Sometimes it's that alchemical union, that love you feel, that universal love, divine love, and you love the other for this. and you feel actually the troubles also sometimes just fades away, you know, something really uplifts you. So I think it's a beautiful reading, and it has also contributed a lot to our dearest project. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me in today's reading. So this was for Hermit also. Little nap she took. This was for the yes, 12th and the 13th. I will continue to promote my project. I expect your participations. I so much want to reach out many people as I can. Of course, the goal here is 40. There are 40 cards here. And it's good, like each one carries 40 cards. Divine doors. So once again, how we gonna do this? First, I'm going to take you to, we are going to pass through a divine door. And from that divine door, we are going to, we are going to enter a secret garden. In the secret garden, we are going to witness the language of flowers. We will see then later the magic in that garden. We will see the Druid wisdom, because this is, Druids are also in nature, right? We will also see the moon magic. Then out of this magic, we are going to craft our wish, and which is going to correspond itself to the starlight to become a starseed in the universe. So this is actually the story I will take you. Thank you so much for joining me. Please check the comment section. I will write you the other details about the project. You just need to mail me and we go from there. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Hermit, thank you for being a good girl today. Because sometimes she goes crazy with the stationery though. But she was very calm. She listened. Thank you, Hermit. Thank you so much, darling. So please take good care, my friends. Bye bye. See you for the next daily reading. Bye bye.